a girl accidentally stepped on a gas pedal. The next second, she was found by the police officer, who was fishing on the side of the road. Oh fuck. The police car chased her to the shore. In order not to make a scene, Lisa had no choice but to park the car on the side of the road. Before the police officer got to her, she quickly tidied up her hair, put on lipstick, and tried to use her beauty to get the police officer to clean it up. But the police officer didn't want to do that. When he saw Lisa's ID, he found out that she was not a local, so he fined her 10,000 yuan. Speeding and destruction of police property. I clocked it over 100 per hour. Whatever you threw out of the window broke my light bar. There must be some confusion. I didn't throw anything out of my window. Lisa wanted to explain, but the police officer didn't give her a chance and asked her to pay the fine now. Otherwise, he wouldn't let her leave his jurisdiction safely. Seeing the situation, Lisa, who was not rich, hurriedly said that she didn't bring cash, but didn't wait for him to finish. The police officer told her that there was a gas station 10 kilometers away, where she could get money. She would wait here until Lisa got the money back. The police officer was so worried. Lisa had no choice but to compromise. But as soon as she put on her seatbelt and was ready to go, the police officer asked her to hand over her cell phone. Give me your phone. Give you my phone? Why? Two things. You wouldn't want to make things worse by running from an obligation. And two, you don't want another ticket for cell phone use while driving. Until the day he kicked her. Lisa had no choice but to hand over her cell phone. Then she got on the road immediately and came to the gas station not far away. But it didn't work. She just told the waiter that she wanted to get some cash. The other party said that the payment machine had been emptied and said that there were always some single girls recently. She came here for no reason and wanted to get cash. When she heard this, Lisa finally realized that she was trapped by the police officer. In order to get out of this place as soon as possible, Lisa decided to buy a new cell phone. The most important thing now is to get out of the police officer's jurisdiction. But what she didn't know was that the police officer had already noticed her little trick. The police officer hid in the dark, put up a sniper rifle, and aimed at Lisa, who was driving on the road. At first, Lisa didn't know what happened. But before 2 minutes passed, there was an annoying siren behind her. Lisa had no choice but to park the car by the side of the road again. Faced with the police officer's interrogation, Lisa quickly lied that the money in the gas station had already been taken. She was going to the next stop to try her luck and see if she could get some cash. But before she finished, the police officer called her off the car and said that the car lights could not be turned on if damaged. Although Lisa didn't know why her car lights were damaged. In order to get rid of the police officer earlier, she still said with a calm voice that she would go to the car repair shop right away, hoping that the police officer could be lenient. However, what surprised her was that the police officer was very nice this time. Not only did he not fine her, but also let her drive away from her jurisdiction. In this situation, Lisa hurriedly drove away and tried to get rid of this annoying police officer. But before she could get far, the police officer took out a sniper from the trunk and immediately aimed at Lisa, who was driving. Lisa was scared by the sudden scene, but before she could react, she found that the police officer had turned around and drove away. In this situation, Lisa hurriedly picked up her backpack and ran out, trying to walk away from this dangerous area. Not knowing how long she had been walking like this, Lisa finally arrived at a restaurant on the side of the road. But she didn't know that there was a greater danger waiting for her behind. Looking at a handful of change on the table, the poor girl was passing by and took the money into her own pocket. She didn't expect that when she was about to order a meal, she was terrified to find the police officer who wanted to kill her. At this time, Jing also appeared outside the door. Seeing this scene, Lisa was scared and hurriedly came to the phone to call the police. But then she suddenly found that the car she had damaged was dragged here for some reason. And the police officer also picked up a message and hurriedly drove away from here. Seeing this situation, Lisa hurriedly hung up the phone that was calling the police. But when she went out, she found that her tires and broken car were all fixed by the police officer. A little happy, she was just about to leave and found the waiter in the restaurant was sitting on the stone and smoking. Out of kindness, Lisa hurriedly walked forward. After inquiring, it turned out that the restaurant owner suspected that the girl had stolen the customer's change, so he immediately fired his squid. Hearing the girl say this, Lisa was immediately ashamed. If it weren't for her sudden change of mind, the girl wouldn't have ended up like this. Out of guilt, he took the initiative to propose that he could send the girl home, hoping that she could feel better. In order to make up for the loss, Lisa took the girl to the highway. But I didn't expect that the next second, this sudden scene scared Lisa to death. He got out of the car quickly to ease the discomfort. But at this time, he was terrified to find that the police officer had driven from a distance to catch up with him. Lisa hurriedly got into the car, and then rushed out at the corner of the road. But unfortunately, her car was low in performance, and in less than 2 minutes the police car had already caught up with her. At this critical moment, Lisa suddenly found a truck parked on the side of the road. She hurriedly stopped the car, and then quickly ran to the front of the truck. Help, 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 he's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. What do you want? He's trying to kill me. Holy shit, is that blood? Seeing Lisa in a state of embarrassment, the truck driver immediately took out a shotgun and planned to protect this weak girl. Sheriff's department, drop the gun. Oh, whoa, sheriff, what's going on? Seeing that the other party was a police officer, the driver, Xiaohei, was stunned. How could a police officer kill a girl? However, he didn't wait for him to figure it out. The police officer shot directly and sent this poor truck driver to his death. This sudden scene scared Lisa to run back to her car, and then she ran out of the door again. The police officer was looking at her like this and seemed to want to play a game of cat and mouse. It was getting late, and Lisa hurriedly drove the car into a parking lot on the side of the road. Then she got out of the car and planned to rest for the night. Unexpectedly, at this time, a car suddenly came to her side. She hid in front of the car with a wooden board and planned to confront the pervert killer. I'm so sorry. After the girl saw clearly, she found out that the other party was not the police officer who had been chasing her. She quickly told the man about her experience and asked him to provide protection for herself. Seeing the situation, the man hurriedly invited Lisa into the room. But at the moment when Lisa stepped into the room, the nightmare was coming. Because when she came to the bathroom to prepare to go to the bathroom, she was terrified to find that the wall was full of girls' ID cards. What do you think? Lisa was scared to death. Unexpectedly, this is the home of this pervert police officer. Not long after, Lisa woke up from a coma, and she finally found out about this. This kind-looking man turned out to be the police officer's brother, and the two of them have been working together to kill the single girl who passed by here after she was insulted and violated. She was worried that Lisa would shout and scream, but the police officer let her brother hold her mouth and cut off her tongue. When Lisa woke up again, she found that her hands and feet had been untied. Seeing the situation, she quickly got up and ran out of the room. But all of this was done by the two brothers on purpose. The purpose was to play a hunting game. Soon, the police officer got in the car and followed Lisa slowly. After walking for 80 meters, Lisa finally couldn't hold on and fell down. And this is when the police officer got out of the car and walked up to her. After throwing a pistol and a bullet, he immediately returned to the car and planned to have a one-on-one confrontation with Lisa. Seeing the situation, Lisa quickly picked up the pistol and loaded the bullet. But he didn't aim at the police officer, but aimed the gun at his head. The police officer was angry because this was not the result he wanted. But when he walked up to Lisa and looked at her, it turned out that Lisa was not dead. The shot just broke her head. After killing the police officer, Lisa quickly drove into the police car and ran onto the road. Under the guidance of a strong desire to survive, the girl finally escaped and the movie ended.